As you go about your day, you may be unaware of the history that lies directly beneath your feet. This is a story of Dundas Street in Mississauga, one of the earliest surveyed routes of travel in the province of Ontario. Back then, if you didn't travel by water, you traveled by the Dundas. Also known as the Governor's Road, this nickname, however, was not a compliment. In the early 1800s, Dundas Street was a military road. Always in poor condition, a muddy track through the forest, covered in tree stumps. There were few, if any, bridges, until the War of 1812, when the local militia maintained and improved the route. It's 1837. Imagine a fugitive escaping by horse, hotly pursued by British soldiers. His name? William Lyon Mackenzie. Mackenzie fled the burning of Montgomery's Tavern. He crossed Etobicoke Creek near the former village of Summerville. On his first night, he was sheltered at the house of Absalom Wilcox, the worthy settler. Eventually, he escaped to the United States. This is Dundas Street, once home to Parton's blacksmith shop, the Atlantic Hotel, and St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church. This is Dundas Street at Dixie Road, named after beloved Dr. Beaumont Dixie. This is Dundas Street, where you'll find heritage landmarks like Dixie Union Chapel and St. John the Baptist Anglican Church, where you'll learn about the Dixie Beehives, a hockey team that played at Dixie Gardens Arena, the first indoor ice rink in Mississauga, and where early families like Pallett, Stanfield, Kennedy, and Haynes are commemorated in road names. Home of the Mississauga Chinese Center, one of North America's most remarkable tourist destinations, where you'll discover fascinating architectural history and traditions of ancient China. Where Cherry Hill House stood on a hill. Some say it's Mississauga's oldest surviving structure. Built by the Silverthorns, United Empire Loyalists, and one of the earliest settling families in the township. They named it Cherry Hill after the rows of cherry trees which lined the driveway from gate to barn. This is Dundas Street, where you'll find the community of Cooksville, named after Jacob Cook. Today, a busy area with a mix of historical buildings and strip malls, always bustling with pedestrians. Historically, the business and political center of Toronto Township. This spot was known for the local general store where Mississauga's first gas pump was installed. This is Dundas Street, where Mississauga's town hall used to be, and once home to Canada's first commercial vineyard, Clare House. If you look closely, you can still find wild grapes. This is Dundas Street, where Italian immigrants worked tirelessly at the Cooksville Brickyard. This is Dundas Street. You're at the top of the ancient shoreline of glacial Lake Iroquois, where you pass Arundel Station Road, so named as it led to an early railway line. This is Dundas Street, which curves southward slightly as it crosses the Credit River. The original S-turn served a purpose for horse and wagons to navigate the elevation. This is Dundas Street, where an accidental fire raged through the village of Arundel in 1919, caused by a lit match which dropped into a bottle of kerosene in the Barker General Store. This fire wiped out most of Arundel's historic buildings, including the famed Royal Exchange Hotel. Along the route, you'll pass St. Peter's Anglican Church and a Regency-style cottage called the Grange, once a summer home of Chief Justice Sir John Beverley Robinson. This is Dundas Street, where two roads identified as west intersect, remnants of a survey from 1806, where the hamlet of Frogmore was named after the birthplace of Queen Victoria, or the frogs that could be heard at a nearby marsh. This is Dundas Street, so many stories, Mississauga's heritage, and where history lies directly beneath your feet.